Welcome to the TV and Tea podcast. I'm Adriana.
And I'm Selena.
And we are two sisters that have decided to let the internet into the conversations that we have about TV and pop culture over endless cups of tea. In our house, the reoccurring questions are, is it tea time? To which the answer is always yes.
And what are we watching? So pour yourself a cup and get ready to get into it.
Hey guys.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Another week, another episode.
And we're so excited to be here.
Yes.
You guys don't have us on video today. You can't see our lovely faces. We've been taking off. We've become a real podcast. We're not giving you visuals in this new year. Just for the time being, you know, we're just going, we're back to basics right now.
I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm not Selena. I'm Bum Selena at this moment. Bum Selena is my alter ego where it's like no makeup, messy hair, like a mixed match outfit with a hole in it.
I don't feel like inspired right now. I feel like not down in the dumps, but just not energized.
Well, we're gonna work on that.
I know why. Mm-hmm. Well, it's the moon.
Well, all the planets are currently direct, so you know, good luck.
Well, right now, like there's a new moon in Capricorn at 23 degrees, which is actually like what my moon in Capricorn on my chart is. Mm-hmm. So it's affecting me like directly for like the past week. It's been making me like very moody, very irritable. It's been giving me like super vivid dreams. Like every horoscope I've read for the past week has been like, if you have like this placement in this, like it's gonna affect you directly. You know, and everything I've read has been like spot on. I'm like, wow.
I've had some crazy ass dreams too.
Yeah.
Like crazy dreams.
Crazy. Like, oh my God. I've been having so much trouble sleeping.
Mm-hmm, same.
Like my insomnia has been really bad, and then once I finally get to sleep, I keep having these like vivid nightmares and just like these random ass crazy, like for 3 nights in a row, like I dreamt about an ex, and I'm just like, why are you in my dreams? Like, why?
That's
like,
why
go away.
That's why Capricorn is the worst sign.
Oh my God.
Sorry to all you Capricorns out there, but like the Capricorn energy is just not the best.
It's really not. It's very like...
It's like drab energy.
Yeah. That's the part of my personality I really don't love.
Yeah.
It's like very like blah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan. Wait, so does your quote reflect that this week?
Kinda.
Okay.
So it comes from Downton Abbey, and the grandmother says, all this endless thinking, it's very overrated. And that's just where I'm at. Like, I cannot sleep for the life of me. I cannot turn off my brain. I'm like trying to get things done, and I'm just like so distracted mentally, even though like I feel like I'm trying to center myself. Like, it doesn't matter. I've tried to meditate. I've tried to like listen to my waves and my thunderstorm music that I usually like. Nothing is working. Like literally nothing. I cannot sleep. I'm like exhausted.
Yeah, it's okay. We're all unwell. Let us know if you're also feeling unwell because of this Capricorn moon.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope everyone else is doing better than me. Mm-hmm. But if you are also a Capricorn moon or have Capricorn in your chart, like I feel you.
I don't have any Capricorn in my chart, and I'm just like having some crazy dreams, not being able to sleep. I've been waking up 2 hours before my alarm every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like not being able to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So, but my quote is a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm keeping it light today, keeping it funny, a little Ryan Murphy action.
Okay.
And I'm kicking off the show with Good Evening Idiot Hookers from Scream Queens.
Okay. Love her.
Yeah. And I've just been channeling Chanel energy this week. Like my outfits at work have been preppy.
You've been very cute.
Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling.
You'd be very proud of me. I didn't even tell you about this. I watched like half of a season of American Horror Story.
You did.
It was the season with
Coven.
I think so. It started out in this weird bunker with the bomb.
No.
What was that?
So that's Apocalypse.
Oh my God, that season was so like
It's a little convoluted, but it's fun.
I was watching it and I was just like, this is so weird. Like I was like, this is too much. I could not deal with it.
Yeah, so that's not a good season to start with because that season is based on all of the other ones. And a lot of the jokes you're not going to get unless you've seen the other seasons.
Oh.
It like plays up on the like best characters from the seasons past, like the ladies from Coven are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is too much. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. I was like, I cannot deal with any of this. It was, somebody put it on. I was at someone's house and they put it on and I was just like, okay.
I was going to tell you to watch Coven, but I'm not going to lie. I like tried to rewatch it the other day and the first episode was so devilish. Like, I think you're going to get scared.
No, I can't.
It's a good season. No, it's so funny.
Honestly, that one was a little devilish at times, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" Like there were certain things I couldn't even watch. I was like, "Why am I watching this right now?" Like, thank God it was the middle of the day, but like it was just not. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, I feel you. You just have to get past like the like weird parts. It's a good show. It's Ryan Murphy. I promise it's good.
I know. I believe you. I just you know
it's not for everybody.
It's not. It's not for me.
That's our Christian school upbringing talking. It's a little devilish for me.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So let's jump into the show. This week we are talking about. Do you want to start with The Bachelor?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Because I don't have a lot to say.
Oh my gosh, and I have so much to say, guys. We're on week 2 of The Bachelor. We've got our first black bachelor, Matt James, and he has just come in with so many women, and they are such a doozy. And I'm kind of living for it, loving it. Maybe it's because I'm doing a bracket, so I've got like an interactive aspect of it. Like I'm in a league.
I wish you guys could see my face right now. I'm literally looking at her like fantasy football.
Basically. So it's like every week we pick who we think is going to continue on.
That is so funny.
And right now I'm winning. So I'm just loving it.
You guys, I can't. I have never understood any of those leagues. Never.
I haven't either. Like, I'm not a sports girl, so... But my friends were like, we're going to do a bracket. I was like, sure, whatever, fine.
No, but people do it for shows all the time. Like, this is a thing, and I never understood it, but I guess you're into it.
I'm into it. I'm competitive. I feel like I know who's going to win.
And I agree with your
my
prediction.
Pick. Okay, for sure. My prediction, if you are watching along, is that Brie wins the season. It just seems weird because it's like a proposal, so it's like, but essentially she's winning. She gets shows.
Yeah, it's still a show and a somewhat of a competition at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into Matt. Matt is hot. He's tall.
He's sexy.
He is so sexy. Successful, thoughtful. He works with kids in his free time. Love him so much. Weird thing, like I just think he has like beautiful hands. They're like so like big and like love them. Okay. But I just think he's like so sweet and thoughtful, and when he like looks at the women, he has this like piercing gaze, and I just like how like romantic he kind of is.
And you guys, he's a Sagittarius. Sag gang for the win. We are the best lovers. I'm gonna say it. We're the best lovers.
I've never dated a Sagittarius. I don't know.
Well, Sagittarius men when they're young can be like crazy. But when they get older and they come into their own, like they just love to approach life and grab it with their partner.
Yeah. He's all about being vulnerable and connecting with the women on a deeper level. And like that's what he's looking for, and he just wants everyone to be open and share. Yeah. And the women are definitely doing that. They're just like throwing themselves at him. They're like, the thirst is so real. I've never watched any other season of The Bachelor. I've only watched The Bachelorette, so I don't really know what the women act like normally. I know it's like very desperate, but this just seems like so thirsty.
Yeah, so I think the last season of The Bachelor that I watched was Juan Pablo's season, for all of you Bachelor Nation fans. And his season really turned me off from The Bachelor because I just feel like it's gross.
Oh, that was with Claire.
Yeah, Claire was on his season. Yeah. And it's just like, I feel like when you get towards the end, like he's just hooking up with all of them. And that's why they're all so upset and in love when he like lets them leave. Yep. So I do find it kind of gross. But hey, maybe this Bachelor will, approach this season with a little more integrity than Juan Pablo did. Yes. Because that was one of his criticisms.
Interesting. The girls this season are just, I don't think I've ever seen like a group of girls that are just all so like bad. Like they're all beautiful. Yeah. They're all super educated, very smart, like well put together. Like they brought out the boss bitches for him. Like, super together. Especially the black girls, like the black women that they have on the show this year. I'm just like, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes. Like every single one of them, I'm like, yes, like that's who he needs.
We love that.
But I do think Brie is gonna win.
What does Brie do?
Brie is I don't have it written down, but I think she's she works in like marketing.
Oh, okay.
But she's like half black, half Persian. Her mom had her as a teenager. She didn't grow up with her father. Same thing with him, kind of similar stories. And they just vibe on like a family level. She's like, I always gravitated towards friends that came from big families so I could spend time with them. And he's like, oh, me too. And I just feel like they have a lot of commonalities in that sense.
And they like cried together on the date, basically.
Yes, they were like speaking about kind of like the trauma of growing up as like interracial and just not really having a family or a unit to support them. And, always kind of feeling like the oddball. So that was good. I really like her. I think he seems really natural with her. He also really vibes well with Abigail, who is the girl that's deaf.
Oh, really?
She got the first impression rose the first night. He kissed her immediately. I thought like he was very like caring and warm and gentle with her. And they seem to have like natural conversation, natural flow. It doesn't seem like forced. But we'll see. I feel like he likes her now because she made such a strong, warming presence on him immediately. But I don't know if it's gonna have that like kind of fire and kick I think he needs to sustain a relationship long term. I think it's gonna fizzle out at some point.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I see.
She could be top 4 though.
Okay.
The other girl I think he really is vibing well with is Kayla. She's also from North Carolina. He's from North Carolina. The first day out, she came in with like a pickup truck and they drank sweet tea.
Oh, that's cute.
She's, I think, an accountant. Super like natural conversation, fun, lively. I think she has like the kind of energy he needs. Because he's like very like if you follow him on Instagram, he's like always like on a boat and like doing stuff with friends and working with kids. So I feel like she has a kind of like natural energy that he would need.
Okay. So
I like her. I think she's gonna make it far. And then of course we've got the crazy girls.
Oh, Victoria.
Yeah,
so to give you guys some context, I did watch a little bit of episode 2. That's why I'm like chiming in here and there. But Victoria was complaining the whole time and she just seems like a producer pick to stir up drama.
Oh, absolutely. 1000%. They were like, this is your role. And she's like, say less.
Got it.
She... in my mind, I'm trumping her. Like, I'm putting her in the box where, like, I no longer think about her. I no longer care. Yeah. Like, she's a petulant child, and that's how we have to treat her. Like...
how did she do on the group date?
Okay, so there was, like, a photographer, and they all dressed up in wedding dresses and were, like, taking these pictures with him.
That's so weird.
Super, super, super weird.
Who came up with that
First date. And then, so as they're taking pictures, she skips the line, goes like 3rd or 4th when it was someone else's turn. And then she like made out with him. She was like, give me a kiss. And he was like, okay. He kissed her, and then it's just like everyone's standing there watching her, and it's just like desperate, and it was just like weird. And then the second half of that date turned into like kind of like capture the flag, and they were like using like paint and stuff to like knock people out of the game, and then you had to capture the heart, and the winning team got the evening with him, kind of thing.
Okay.
Right. So at the evening, the winners all had individual time with him, and Victoria at the end of her one-on-one and another girl at the end of her one-on-one, they both asked him for a kiss. And I want to talk about this for a second because I feel like if this was the Bachelorette and a guy on a date was like, "Oh, let me have a kiss," it would be like, ew, no, predator. Like,
no, but the thing is that I feel like they do ask that.
They do?
I feel like they do.
That's really weird.
Yeah, no, if you have to ask for a kiss.
He doesn't want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Like, a man is gonna kiss you if he wants to kiss you. There's no holding back.
Nope.
There's no second guessing. It's nothing. Like, he's going in for the kiss. So if you have to ask for a kiss and then he has to oblige because he's in the position to like make you feel wanted and cared for or whatever, just because he's the Bachelor, it's his show, whatever. Like, it's just super, I feel like it's predatory.
You see, I could never be on The Bachelor because of my dating philosophy. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but ladies, never chase after a man.
Right.
If he wants you, he will go for you.
Right.
Don't do it, girl. Don't do it.
Like,
do not ask him for a kiss. Do not ask him out on the date. No,
no, none of that.
Just no. It's a no for me.
It's a real no for me. And I'm just like, the desperation is really like, it's getting to me. Yeah. Like, to even watch it, I'm just like, this is cringy. And it's like 2 hours of that. Also, this show is way too many hours. Like, 2 hours a week is absolutely asinine. Like,
why don't watch it?
Oh my gosh, like, it's so much TV. It's such a huge commitment. Like, thank God I'm in this bracket because I would drop off at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thought on The Bachelor so far. I'm liking it. And we'll see what happens. But I think right now, Abigail, Bree, there's other girls that he's vibing with, but I just don't know if it's going to go anywhere. Like, he likes this girl named Sarah, whose father has ALS. But I just feel like she's a little cold, and he's not gonna like that. He's like already pulling teeth to get things out of her, and I just feel like,
yeah, no, she'll be gone.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get over her. She passed out at the end of the second episode, and so they had to like stop the rose ceremony. And
wait, she passed out during the rose ceremony?
Yes.
That reminds me of the scene from Bridgerton where she's like, a fake feign, like classic in the book of,
yes,
courting.
Yes. She like literally like passes out, and it's like, get the paramedics.
Oh my gosh. Well, in this instance, it's ghetto. When girls would pass out back in the day, it's like, the guy will come like save her. Oh, I'm so faint.
Yeah, well, it was one of those. She was like, I'm seeing stars.
Oh my god.
And he was like, let's get her help. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, so funny.
So we'll see what happens. No one got, like, everybody is still there. They haven't finished the rose ceremonies, so we don't know who went home yet. But there's lots of drama with Victoria. She stirred up some drama with one of the other girls in the house and Matt. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. I just feel like next episode, like, there's more previews of Victoria having drama with the girls in the house. And I just feel like, ma'ams, you're all here. You've all watched this show. You know there's a plant. Why are you feeding into her hands? Like, why are you giving her energy? No.
They want to be a fan favorite, so they get picked for the Bachelorette. Strategy.
But I don't think it's like the way to go about that is to fight with people.
Okay.
The way you become the Bachelorette is to like be great and not be the pick, the final pick. Be like Abigail is actually perfect for the Bachelorette because the
deaf one.
Yes, she will. Like, her relationship might fizzle out with him, but everybody will like her. She's super sweet. She's beautiful. And, she'll be able to make good connections with future people.
Yeah.
That's a Bachelorette.
I see
in the
vibes.
making.
I see the vibes.
You're not like causing drama and then becoming the Bachelorette.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like you could become memorable though by like shutting down the drama, like fighting with Victoria or like whatever the case.
True. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's The Bachelor so far. I'll give you updates every week because I'm in Bachelor Nation now.
I can't with Bachelor Nation. I just can't.
I can't either. I never thought I would join the crew, but here we are. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get into the real meat and potatoes for today, which is Married at First Sight has a new season. It has started. We are 3 episodes in.
So we're matchmaking special, panel discussion, and episode 1 in.
Yes, and we know the couples, but they haven't met yet. They're about to get to their weddings, and we have lots of thoughts. We love this show so much. We've watched every single season. I didn't watch last season, so that's the first season I've literally ever skipped and this is season 12.
Me too. We never went back to Married at First Sight New Orleans because we didn't like the couples, and Bennett and Amelia just angered us.
Yeah, but we're back and they're in Atlanta. And we've got 5 new couples. First one up, Ryan and Clara. Ryan is the biracial guy with the weird haircut.
Oh, yes. And Clara is the blonde
flight attendant.
Yes. Okay, so I have some concerns about this couple. Because Clara kind of seems like a hater. She's talking shit behind all of the other
women's backs at the bachelorette party. Don't like that.
Yeah, don't like that. And she is just like a bundle of nerves and anxiety before the wedding. And I can never understand when people on the show are like that, because it's like, you know what you signed up for.
Right.
Like, of course you're nervous, but not like to that extent, homegirl.
I guess
you shouldn't be, in my opinion.
It's a thing of like, am I making the wrong decision?
Sis, you're already making it.
People get hung up on that. They're like, is this the right choice? I don't want to make the wrong choice. And it's
you already made it.
Right. It's like, you're here. You're literally in the dress and the cameras are on you. Like, just get out there.
That's my thing. It's that for me.
Yeah. I think... I don't even know what their personalities are going to be like together. I can't really get a read off of him. He's never been in love, and I think that's always a little weird. I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to have like the emotional capacity to like really break down what he needs to be able to connect with her. Yeah. In such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, the letter that he wrote was promising because it was very romantic and made her cry. So, like, if he is able to be vulnerable like that throughout the experiment, then, maybe she might be receptive to it and they could work. But I don't know. I can't get a read on them. And she's giving me... chaotic energy, and like she's showing some red flags.
Yeah, so do you think they're gonna make it?
I think they could. Yeah, the letter and the little cry session made me think, okay, like if this is gonna be their energy together, then they could work.
I think they're gonna work. I think it's gonna be rocky, but I think they're gonna work. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think they're gonna fight on the honeymoon?
Probably.
Okay.
I think she's going to have anxiety and she's going to freak out and she's going to like nitpick at something stupid.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, same. They give me fight on the honeymoon energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second day.
Yeah.
Okay, second couple is Jacob and Haley. Jacob is the nerd, the old guy, the 38-year-old, the old guy.
With the beach in his backyard.
Yes, him. And Haley is the blonde. Always a bridesmaid girl.
Always a bridesmaid. Okay, so I actually think this couple could do well. As the episode went on, we hear that Jacob's a little weird, but I feel like they might mesh. He has his life together. He's really stable, has like a beautiful house, a dog, and that's really what she's looking for. She needs like a nice, solid guy because she has been in some like very toxic, traumatic relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, so she just needs someone like calm, wholesome, that will just take on everything with her.
I think he is it. I just hope that he isn't like, his personality isn't too far out there. Like, I hope she's accepting of like his man cave and the comic books and the action figures and like all of that. Like, you know, when people like, you see all of that and then you think like, oh, you're a nerd and I don't like nerds, so blah. Like, I just hope she's not like that. I don't think she's gonna give that energy. I think she's gonna give it a fair shot. But we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. I mean, but this couple looks like they could meet in real life and have something.
Yes.
So that's what I'm basing my decision on. I think they could work.
Yeah. I hope that he's not so like old and jaded that he can't bend or compromise. That's my one thing that I feel like could be a problem for him.
That's the thing about staying single for so long, like into your mid to late adulthood. It's like you get stuck in your ways.
Yeah. And you get so like comfortable being alone. Even when you want someone, you're just like, it's so much work.
Yeah.
But I do think they're gonna work.
Yeah. They're giving me like they could, maybe they'll be awkward, but they're not gonna be like at each other's necks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next couple, Chris and Paige. Chris is our entrepreneur black guy.
Oh my gosh.
And Paige is our accountant, real estate, Christian woman.
Okay, so this relationship is going to be really interesting because
they're the ones to watch.
Yeah, they were matched because he was looking for a submissive housewife Christian type to raise like seven
family
kids.
with.
To raise a family. Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants his wife to like stay home, take care of the kids, take care of him, like that type vibe. And Paige actually wants that. Although she does have a career that she's established in. She said that her number one calling in life is to be a mom and a wife. So, you know, and even at the Bachelorette, they brought that up. She was like, the other blonde girl, she was like, oh, what if your husband wants you to be submissive? And she was like, you know, in the right relationship,
I would be.
Exactly. So that's why they were matched. And on paper, they seem good. But he's just kind of an asshole.
He is. Like, he moved to Miami years ago, and I just feel like that ruined him, probably.
Yep. Yep.
He got to Miami, he made some money, and he is just so full of himself now. Yeah. He's just, like, extra.
Super extra.
You know, just very extra. But then he's also... Oh my God. He reminds me of a particular friend. I'm not going to say the name.
Oh no.
But just extra. He finally has the money to back it up. And he just goes so hard for his entrepreneur life, for his church life. I mean, his pastor is like his best friend. We saw his good-looking pastor.
I was about to say, honorable mention, you guys.
His
pastor was fine.
What was his name? Pastor Dwight. I wrote down the name.
Pastor Dwight.
Pastor Dwight was too young, too cute. I was like, oh no, baby. Pastor Dwight is... I'm not going to put anything on the man because I don't know him. But interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
But Chris just gives me like Miami fuckboy Peter Pan vibes, but like also saying like he wants a wife, he wants someone to be submissive, he wants someone that's going to take care of his family. But they're on paper, I think if they don't let like ego on both of their sides get in the way, I think they're perfect for each other.
Yeah, same.
They're exactly what the other one is looking for.
Exactly what the other one is looking for, but I just don't. He gives me weird vibes, weird energy.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, and I don't like people. Okay, he's been engaged 2 other times.
Oh my God, this story.
Yeah, I don't like people who just like are always I don't like people who are just looking for a wife.
Yeah.
It's like the next bitch that you meet, that's your wife.
Uh-huh.
Like, no, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Yeah. He he also recently got out of a relationship. Now, let's just think of the timeline here. He said in September of 2019, he met his ex-fiance. They met. He was engaged by February, and they were engaged for a few months and broke up. This was shot and recorded sometime at the end of 2020. It looks like end of summer, fall, early fall, maybe.
Yeah.
So that means he was engaged for probably like 3 or 4 months and broke up in like June.
Yeah, that's my thing. If you're engaged for 3 months...
And then started this show to get married in like what, July, August? That's too soon.
If you were engaged for 3 months, that means you had no idea who that person was.
Yep.
Like, every relationships, if they are going to break down, start to break down at like the 6-month mark.
Yep.
So it's just like, you did not know that bitch and that was your wife. Like, I don't like that. It just makes me feel like he doesn't respect like women and other people. It's just like a placeholder. Like, okay, I need a wife. Like, you just fit the bill. It makes me
feel like he doesn't know what he's looking for, and he's not a very good judge of character.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
I mean, maybe this is his woman. Maybe they're like meant to be together. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, he needs to grow up.
I feel like this is like a desperate play at just like not wanting to be single anymore.
Yeah.
Reminds me of an ex. Moving on. Do you think they're going to stay together?
Oh, I mean, this one's 50-50. Like, if they...
Yes or no? At the end of this, we're going to see how right we were at the end of the season. Are they staying together or are they breaking up?
I think
they're breaking up.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she could snap them into shape. They're staying together.
Okay. We'll see.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. She doesn't look like too much of a pushover. She might want this, but she might be like,
no,
you're crazy.
I'm not dealing with this.
Like, you're too much. Okay, next
Giving
couple.
me Stacey and Michael vibes. I feel like they just might stay together. I don't know. But continue.
Okay, we'll see. Eric and Virginia. Eric is the pilot, and Virginia is the young party girl.
Okay, so this couple is the worst pairing in my opinion. Because Eric seems like a really solid guy, you know?
So solid. I think he's probably my one of my favorites of the bunch.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite guy. He's unproblematic.
Yeah.
He has his stuff together, has his house, a successful career. He's a pilot. Like, that's also kind of an exciting career.
Yes.
And, like, he just seems sweet and nice.
He seems wholesome and fun. And he doesn't seem boring.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And that's the one plus I think that Virginia will like. I don't think he's by no means like a... He doesn't have a stick up his ass. And she's 10 years younger than him. No, 8 years younger than him.
Yeah, he's 34, she's 26.
Yeah. And I think she will like his kind of like youthful energy. And I think that she'll like that he's adventurous because like he flies those little planes. He was in the Air Force. Like, you know, he's an adventurous guy. But I just don't know if she's serious enough for him.
Exactly. I think she wants a boyfriend. I don't think she wants a husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she hasn't been in a relationship in
5 years.
In 5 years.
Which means since she was 21.
Exactly. And she said that she's getting married, not necessarily to settle down, but, you know, to experience life and travel the world with her partner, which nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like he's in a place in his life where he does want to settle down. And he's going to want to go to the bars with her every weekend in the beginning. But after a while, he's going to be like, no, like, you know, let's vibe, let's chill, let's be married at home. And she's just going to be like, I don't understand.
Yeah, like, why can't I go out with my friends?
Like, what do you mean not go out, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's going to be their problem. She's very much like, whoa, let's go get some shots. Like, she threw up at the bachelorette party.
Yeah, and here's my thing.
And I'm not judging her for that at all, because at 26, I was doing that. At 26, I was like blacked out every like New Year's because I can't, like, I was still like going ham for no reason. But like now, I'm not.
Yeah.
So very different.
Yeah, and like I don't want to talk shit about age gap relationships because I myself am in a relationship with like a little bit of an age gap, but I just feel like you have to be in the same life arena as your
Always.
partner. You have to be in the same space. Like if you and your partner want to go out every weekend together, it doesn't matter if he's 40 and you're 20.
Right.
You guys are going to work. You want the same things. She just doesn't seem like she's ready for this type of commitment. She's just trying to have fun with somebody, and it's like you don't need a husband for that.
No. She just needs to stop, like, she needs to actually go on, like, real dates and not just, like, hook up with guys at bars. And I feel like that's where she's getting wrong. She's like, I just go to bars and, like, I meet people, and before it gets too serious, like, I'm out. I'm on to the next one at the next bar. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But, like, have you ever tried, like, just having some FaceTime conversations with no alcohol involved, like, for a month?
And I feel like she's gonna have intimacy issues. She's not gonna have a problem with like sex, but she's gonna have a problem with emotional intimacy with him.
Like having real conversations about like what she wants, what she desires. I don't even know if she has like a good grasp on like what she truly wants in a partner. We'll see what happens.
We'll see, but I think they might break up.
I think they're going to break up too.
Yeah.
I think in the end, he's going to be like, I just want a different kind of wife.
Yeah.
Just a different kind of person to be my wife.
He needs a woman.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
With a little bit of balance.
And when she was drunk and babbling at the bachelor party, she's like, I have so many daddy issues. I'm like, ma'am, you need therapy.
A lot of these people need therapy. Like, do you really need to be married at first sight, or do you need to see somebody?
Right. Like, you need to go make an appointment through your insurance. Like, what are we doing here?
Like, let's talk through some issues. Let's unpack the trauma before you go off and enter this serious commitment.
Right. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. So your final prediction on them is breakup?
Breakup.
Same. Okay. And the final couple is Vincent and Brianna. Vincent is the Hispanic guy, and Brianna is the engineer. Love this pairing.
I actually like this pairing.
They're both the same age. He's an entrepreneur. He's an auto broker. She's an engineer, very accomplished. They both seem to live on their own, have very like cute little apartments that are like put together. They both are really interested in starting a family. They both are very like serious about the commitment and wanting to like have someone to live their lives with. And I think he's in the right headspace. His friends don't seem like they're wild.
Yeah.
But then he seems really lit, which I appreciate. Because he at the bachelor party, he was like talking to the strippers. He was like, damn, I want to dance. I was like, I want to dance for you. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's the bachelor party. Like, get a lap dance. Like, I don't think that's the wrong thing to do, even when you're on TV. It might not be a good look, technically, but I just feel like it is your bachelor party. Like, go out with a bang. Like, come on.
I don't know about all
I like somebody that can get a little lit, though. Me personally.
No,
so
I
liked his energy. I liked seeing that side of him because he seems so like reserved and like put together otherwise. And I think you need that. You need someone that's going to be fun. And I feel like she needs somebody like that because she's lit.
Yeah. They're both at first you think calm, but then you get to know them and you're like, okay, there's a little spark there.
There's spunk.
I like that. There's spunk, and I feel like they're gonna mesh really well, and they are very similar. Yeah. And he mentioned that his last relationship ended because his ex didn't believe in him and his vision of like being a business owner. And I just feel like she's going to be really supportive because she has her own thing going on and she's sure of herself. So, seeing a man that's like confident, sure in himself too, like she's going to like that. She's going to
want to uplift him and support that.
Exactly.
Because like the more he thrives, they thrive as a couple. So I think she'll be totally on board with supporting that.
Yeah. I think this is going to be another couple to watch. And I just feel like when he sees her on the wedding day, like, she looked so beautiful. Her beat was awesome. Her dress is amazing.
She looked great.
Yeah, I just feel like he's going to be
was killing it.
She was doing what she had to do.
She did. The dress was beautiful. Her makeup was great. Hair looked good. She got a full sew in the morning of. I was like, yes, sis.
Yeah, we love it for her. They're gonna be the couple that, like, on the wedding day, they're obsessed with each other.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think he's really gonna like her.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be really cute together.
I think so.
Yeah, and I don't know what issue they would run into right now, but I guess we'll just have to see, because we've had couples where we think they're gonna be amazing and they're mashed up by the honeymoon.
I know. So, it can just go so wrong, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and by the way, I think Eric and Virginia are also gonna fight on the honeymoon.
Oh, for sure. I think Virginia and him are gonna go to dinner one night.
We talked about that.
And she's gonna pull a Michael. She's gonna meet someone at the bar. She's gonna be like, "Oh my God, let's get drinks. Let's take shots." I'm on my honeymoon. She's gonna be overexcited. He's gonna be tired, and he's gonna be like, "I'm going back to the room." Like, she's gonna be like, "Okay, I'm just gonna have one drink and I'll come back." And then she's gonna have 14 drinks, stumble back into the room 3 hours later, wasted as fuck, and he's gonna be like, "What the actual fuck?"
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "You are supposed to be my wife. We are supposed to leave this place together. You do not understand the etiquette of marriage. Like, you are a child." That's my thing. It's like, why do people think it's appropriate to, like, leave without their spouse? It's like, that's not your friend that you're just getting to know. That's your husband, bitch.
I know. That's really bad.
And we've seen that happen on other seasons.
You can't leave your husband or wife at the bar.
No.
Like, they gotta. But the thing is,
like, if he wants to leave, you go.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to be the bigger person and be like, fuck, I know I want to have fun right now, but I have to leave.
Yeah.
You just have to bite the bullet. Like, I am the type of person, when I'm drinking, I just want to keep drinking. And I'm like, where are we going next? Like, what's happening? Like, where, I want to continue. But you just have, there's a line. There comes a time when you're like, we're going home. We're going to bed.
No, Adriana, we're not going to Tootsie's.
Exactly. And I hate it, but you have to find the partner that's like, babe, we're going home. And you're like, okay, babe. And you're not like, okay, you go home. I'm going to come home in an Uber late. Like, no, that's not a thing.
That's not what you do.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But we'll see what happens. I'm excited for this season. We can finally watch again, because New Orleans was ghetto.
So bad.
Yeah.
But we're excited, and we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated, guys. All right, guys, it is time for tea.
Tea time.
Let's get into it. First story of the week, Sex and the City. The revival has officially been greenlit and is coming to a screen near us.
And the teaser was also released. It is amazing. It's everything.
The title of the show is going to be called And Just Like That, which is what she always says.
And just like that, the girls are back together.
Right.
Except for Samantha.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I think we talked about this actually when this first started to be talked about.
Yeah, because this has been a thing.
It's been brewing for a while. Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda, their roles are being reprised, and Samantha is no longer coming back because my girl she's done. Kim Cattrall is done.
I think it's so rude of her to not give the people what they want.
Especially because she's literally the best part of the show.
Yeah, I just think it's so rude. And what are you doing, Kim Cattrall? What do you have going on?
Well, she just had a show on Fox. She has said, she's like, it was a toxic work environment. Like, those girls did not like me, and I sucked it up for years. And I'm just no longer doing it. Like, I'm too old for it. I understand that.
I understand. I understand the toxic work environment.
And it must be, like, hard when it's like, we're supposed to be this like foursome of, like, women empowerment, and these hoes don't like me.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's like, I'm the outcast. Like, they're going to dinner for real on the weekends, and I'm not invited. Like, that sucks.
That really sucks.
To be the oddball out.
Well,
whether it's like self-inflicted or they just don't vibe with you.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, now that Sex and the City is coming back, for all of you younger gals listening, you need to go back and watch all of it. Please, I feel like every woman needs to watch Sex and the City. It's just a rite of passage.
It is. I'm like half and half, because my thing is, like, I love this show so much. It's one of my favorite shows, but Samantha is my favorite character. She's also one of my favorite TV characters of all time, ever, in any show, period.
We love
like,
her. She's everything.
And she is really the best part of the show. Like, she provides, like, the comedic relief, like, the kind of like the wake-up call and the slap in the face that they all need at times. And I just feel like she's such a grounding force of the group. I just don't know what they're gonna do without her. I just feel like it's gonna be weird. Like, what are they gonna do? Or is it gonna have been like her cancer came back and she died? Or like,
that's what I'm wondering. Please don't kill Samantha, showrunners.
Like, what are you gonna do with that character? Is she off somewhere else and just like unable to come back, and they're just having like a little moment for the show? Like, how are you going to handle her character? Don't do my girl. Don't
kill her. Just say that like she's
away being fabulous.
Away being fab. In the Maldives or something.
Somewhere, you know. Also, if there is, like, please do not put this in a post-COVID world.
Oh my God, no.
Just suspend reality. Let's just not go there.
Yeah.
Like, just please, for the love of everything that is right and holy, just don't go there. Like, I don't want to see them in masks. I don't want to see them social distancing. I don't want them complaining about, like, not being able to go to brunch. Like, I just, like, I don't want any of that kind of content. I just want them to be fabulous and the same.
And that goes to every showrunner making something. I don't want to watch a show with, like, COVID unless it's reality.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Like, let's just pretend it never happened. It didn't happen in TV land. Like,
it didn't happen.
Right. So those are the two things that I'm like hoping doesn't happen. Don't kill her and don't give me COVID. I saw a really cute tweet that was saying that they should replace Samantha's character every episode with a different actress. Just be like, oh, you look different today, and it's like Angela Bassett.
I'm dead. Samantha, what have you done with your hair?
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, somebody else. Like,
I'm dead.
Every episode. I thought that was a cute idea. Like, please no. Like, that's a little gimmicky. But I just thought, like, for the tweet's purposes, like, whoever that was, I can't remember. But that was a cute idea, and I liked it for the moment.
We love that.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
We shall see.
Yes.
But in other news, J.Lo and Lady Gaga are set to perform at the inauguration.
They are.
And that's going to be fun and fresh. You know, we love a good J.Lo performance. We love a good Gaga performance.
What is J.Lo going to sing? Is she going to sing her own stuff?
Okay, so I know Gaga's going to sing the national anthem. Which we love that for her. She kills it.
Yes. And she was a huge Biden supporter, like, throughout the campaign. She can't, like, huge. So makes sense. Love that.
Makes sense. I don't know what J.Lo's gonna perform. Hopefully it's just like a J.Lo concert. Like, remember when Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl and everyone was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna turn into Beyonce's concert.
No, but the inauguration is different. Like, okay, when Obama got his inauguration, Beyonce sang the national anthem. Mm-hmm. And then I think Aretha Franklin sang something else. Mm-hmm. But, like, J.Lo don't got the chops to be singing, like, Aretha Franklin. Like, I think Aretha Franklin did, like, America the Beautiful or something like that. Yeah. Like, you know, like a song.
A song. Maybe J.Lo will sing, like, a little... I don't know.
I can't imagine her doing, like, Let's Get Loud at the
I know. I just thought about it, and I'm just like, if J.Lo just does a medley of her own music, that's going to be a little out of place.
That's super weird.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see. She doesn't have the chops to sing like Gaga, but We'll see. Maybe she'll do... It's J.Lo. She'll make it work. She'll make it cute.
Okay, we'll see what happens. And I know, like, Ricky Martin and Demi Lovato are performing at, like, you know, that, like, after party of the inauguration, like, that nighttime. Mm-hmm. So they're doing that.
Why is Demi the nighttime and not J.Lo?
I don't know. Because, like, I remember even Obama's Beyonce performed at the nighttime one too, and she sang "At Last" by Etta James. So it was like a slow move moment for them, you know, the
like
Obamas to dance. Yes. So again, what would J.Lo do in that moment? But then what is Ricky Martin gonna do in that moment? I don't know what's going on.
Ricky Martin has like a voice though.
No, he can definitely sing. I just like, okay, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
You gotta get on the floor. J.Lo at the inauguration. Dance the night away. Or waiting for tonight.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I can't.
Now this story does not make sense.
Okay, we will wait to see what happens. The inauguration is going to be an interesting one to watch. Between this and the insurrectionists, we'll see what happens.
I'm dead.
Oh my gosh.
And then we don't have to talk about politics anymore.
Final story, the story of the week to me. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan took their relationship public. It's the relationship I didn't know was even happening.
I knew.
And I didn't know I needed, but I did. And I just feel like she brings that fire content every birthday. And I just look forward to January because of this. Like this time last year, she was lit and lavish down in Jamaica with her girl squad and Future. And that was like everything to me.
Yeah.
And now she's back with Michael B. Jordan on her arm. And I'm just like, get it, sis.
Yeah. So Queen Lori, truly a queen.
Truly.
She is the queen in my opinion. Like she really,
of all the girls, she is the girl.
She's the girl.
She's the girl.
She does what she has to do, okay? And I just think we all need to learn from her and you know, act like men.
Do you think she's acting like a man?
I think she is, and I love it.
Really?
I think she is.
How so? Unpack that for me.
Okay. I just feel like men are so quick to scrap the gal they're with and move on. And it's like women, we just feel like we have to stay and, you know, like, oh, but it's public. Like maybe my next relationship shouldn't be public because like, you know, whatever. Like what are people going to think? And she just doesn't give a damn.
Yeah. You know what I love?
What?
She doesn't do interviews.
I love it. I love that she doesn't talk. Don't talk, sis.
Don't tell these niggas nothing.
Yeah, like people didn't even know her and Future broke up. And like her and Michael B. Jordan were posting that they were in love.
Right. Like, I just love that she doesn't give interviews. Like, I love that, like, move in silence. Like Beyonce, like, she doesn't explain anything. I'm not explaining myself to you.
No.
I love that.
I love it.
If I was ever famous, that I would be like, we're deleting the entire podcast. No one needs to know what I think about anything. Like, I'm done. I'm a ghost now. Like,
it's very feminine and mysterious.
That's what it is. It's alluring. Yes. You don't know what to make of her. You don't know what she thinks, how she feels. Like, I feel like Amber Rose had that, and then she started talking, and she lost it.
Yes.
But when Amber was like, new right at post Kanye, it's like you didn't like
who is she,
what is she like, where is she from, like you just didn't know anything about her. I remember she was on like a guest episode of some reality show and she was featured as like this guest of a party that somebody I think like Russell Simmons was throwing, and she said like one sentence and I remember rewinding it like a million times just so I could hear her voice, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's what she sounds like. Like I was so interested in her, like, and I just feel like Lori has that because she doesn't ever talk. She's not on her Instagram story like, hey guys.
Oh my gosh, like, so not cute.
No, there's none of that.
Yeah, we don't need that. Girls, you need to take some tips from Lori. Like she has done or at least that I know of, one interview. She did the Pretty Little Thing podcast, and even on the podcast, she had this soft, like, low voice, and she wouldn't answer in like long sentences. It was just like, she has a way about her that it's like, no wonder all of these men want her, and no wonder she can get away with dating all of these guys and like not being called a hoe. She doesn't say shit.
Well, I mean, some people do definitely call her a hoe, but I just think,
I don't
like,
see her as a hoe in my mind.
I don't think you could put her in that box at all, because she's just so beautiful, and she's just so alluring. Like,
she gives me like regal, you know, like old Hollywood energy, like,
for sure,
like the old,
like old gals. Socialite.
Yes, like the gals back then just moved different, and Lori moves different.
Her mother, though, is a G. Mm-hmm. Like, she is Pimp Daddy. Like, yeah, that's the GOAT. Mm-hmm. Like, they all have Steve Harvey's last name. He's none of their fathers. None of them. Like,
she did what she had to do, too. I can't. Lori is everything to me. And she just keeps leveling up with the men. Like, she was linked to the Combs' son, then she dated the dad, and it's just like, nobody cares. I personally do not care. Like, level up, sis.
Right.
When that didn't serve her anymore, it was Future. When that didn't serve her anymore, she leveled up again.
Michael B. Jordan.
I cannot say anything bad about the good sis Lori Harvey.
Me either. I love her. I think she's just everything. She's so cute to me.
And her and Michael B. Jordan, everything.
They're so cute.
Like, new Beyonce and Jay-Z vibes.
Like, did you see the videos of her birthday party? Yeah. Like, I just think she's so adorable. And you know what I also really like? All those videos was of everybody else and not her. Mm-hmm. Like, you didn't see her, like, dancing. You didn't see her singing along. Like, again, it was like, this is a glimpse inside my world, but you don't see me in it. I just love it.
She's everything. And this is a powerhouse couple. Like, they are so lovely together, so beautiful looking together.
They're gorgeous.
Like, they just, I hope that she keeps this one.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah, I just hope that she keeps him.
Yeah, I like them together. I was just, like, shocked, but I was, like, instantly, like, obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just don't see Michael B. Jordan dating somebody better than her.
Oh, no, he's never. Like, that's it. It's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad, like, if he then dates, like, somebody lame. I'm gonna be like,
Oh, like, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
Beyonce? It's not happening.
It's not gonna happen. Right. It's not gonna happen for him. And the Future never deserved her, so.
Oh, no, he did not. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's the tea for the week. We love it. Love to see it.
Yes, love to see it. Follow Lori.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the TV and Tea podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to us wherever you are listening, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, you know, all the places. And wherever you are listening to us, please go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. Tell us something nice. And if you are watching us on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and to give this video a thumbs up. And we will be back next Friday with another episode to serve up the tea on the latest TV and pop culture news. Bye.
Bye.